Also happening today, Vice President JD Vance heads to Azerbaijan, looking to shore up a high-stakes peace deal to end decades of fighting in that region. Now, earlier, the vice president and the second lady laid flowers at an Armenian genocide memorial just hours after signing a nuclear energy deal with Armenia. NewsNation international correspondent Robert Sherman has the latest from Yerevan, Armenia. That's Armenia's capital. Robert, good morning to you. Just curious what the feeling is on the ground there after the vice president's visit.
Well, I mean, this is all new territory for people here in the South Caucasus, Markie, because this is Russia's backyard. These are all former Soviet states, and to see the U.S. vice president here, first time in history that U.S. vice president's been on the ground in Armenia, now already on the move to Azerbaijan. A couple of big focuses here. One of them is trying to strike new partnerships with countries in this region. You mentioned that nuclear deal that the United States is walking away from on this trip. But the other element here is trying to broker and shore up this peace agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan, two nations here in the region that have deeply rooted tensions. A key component of all of this is the development of a road that will connect the main portion of Azerbaijan in the east to their exclave in the southwest. You see that red line at the bottom there. That would be a prospective corridor that would be built as a U.S.-funded and led operation. This would be ultimately called the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity, named after President Trump here, as this was part of the agreement in order to try and get this peace deal done between both of these sides. The vice president speaking just moments ago, in which he said he believes that a lot of progress has been made and that the foundation for peace is in play.
Part of the keeping the peace is what we're doing today, which is building upon it, making sure that we have the economic interdependence between Armenia and Azerbaijan that's necessary to make the peace deal stick. But look, I will say, after having been on the ground for 24 hours, a very productive day, I feel very good about where we are. I think the president struck a great peace deal, and I think the administration is really making it stick.
But now the focus shifts to the other side of this conversation, which is Azerbaijan. Again, another country here that has for years been within Moscow's realm of influence. But talking to people on the ground there, they have told us that they believe that the United States here is a welcome surprise. They think that it's a great opportunity. And they also believe with U.S. involvement here, peace with Armenia is possible for the long term.
I believe the United States wants to improve relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia and support this process.
The Vice President clearly supports peace. This also suggests respect towards Azerbaijan.
It is a very good step and a good idea.
Meanwhile, the Kremlin has historically viewed any Western involvement here in this region as an encroachment. You listen to people on the ground here, this is all new territory to see the United States here developing a foothold with some of these investment programs in the region, with trying to broker peace between multiple nations here. But this has long time been viewed as a highly strategic area that the United States has not been able to penetrate. That appears to be changing in some capacity here this week. Markie.
And we will see Armenia participate in President Trump's first Board of Peace meeting in Washington later on this month. Robert Sherman, thanks so much. Live in Armenia.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.